Welcome back. It's time for skills. We're going to work today by segmenting. So yesterday I gave you the sounds and you gave me the word. Today I'm going to give you the word and you're going to give me the sounds. All the words we're going to do are going to be 2-syllable words. So first we'll break it into syllables and then we'll work on the sounds. The first word I'm going to give you is weekday. All right, good. So weekday. Let's break it down. W-E-E-K-D-A. Weekday. Weekday. Good job. The next word. Mailman. Mailman. M-ale. M-an. Mailman. Mailman. Good. All right, let's keep going. Got a couple more. 14. 14. Yes, the number 14. 14. Let's do the sounds. Or t-een. 14. 14. Good. All right, next one. Carpet. Carpet. K-R-P-E-T. Carpet. Carpet. All right, last one. Pancake. All right. Pancake. 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 Good job. All right, so now we're all warmed up. I actually have a tricky word for you, which means you need your dictionary, which you used with your writing last week, and your highlighter. If you do not still have a highlighter, what is your backup plan? Not just any crayon. Be specific. Give me an adjective. Describe the crayon. Well, yeah, it might be short, it might be long, but what's the specific important adjective if we're trying to pretend we have a highlighter? Yellow. It needs to be a yellow crayon. So now that you have your book and your crayon or highlighter, let's add a tricky word. Come on. Okay, so yes, here we are with our spelling dictionary and our one new tricky word. Our tricky word for the day is how. Now remember, with tricky words, we don't sound them out. We just learn how to spell them and we commit them to our hearts. So the word is H-O-W, how. Now you'll notice it starts making the sound it's supposed to, but we don't know this owl spelling just yet. So that's part right here, this O-W, is the heart part, because that O and W should not make the owl sound based on what we've learned so far. So just like other tricky words, it may come off the list, but for now, H-O-W, how, is a tricky word. So it starts with the letter H. Let's see if that's in our dictionary. Now notice, we're not looking at every letter, so that's B, C, C, we want to get to H, D, all the D's, E. Oh, there it is at the top. See, look, I didn't even have to look at those because I noticed my headings, my subtitles told me that how, if it's here, it's going to be in this column over here. So, let's see. H-O, so we're going to come over, we have H-A. Keep going. H-E. Okay, so is that it? We're done? It's not here? No, we turn the page and we see, oh look, H-C-O-N-T is short for continued. So we're going to keep looking. And still H-E at the top of this one. H-I. H-O. Oh, is this it? No, now we need to look for the third letter and we need to keep going. So we're at H-O-C and hopefully we find how. H-O-C, H-O-L, H-O-M, H-O-P, H-O-R, H-O-S, getting closer, H-O-T, H-O-U. Aha! We H-O-W spells how. Now, the thing about how that I want to note is how is often a question word. Like, how do you do? How do you make popcorn? How do you tile a house? So after the word how, we're going to add a question mark, just like we did way back when back here with our W question word. So how is also a question word. Alright guys, that is our newest addition to our dictionary today. Remember, this is a tool that you can use pretty much all the time, and I strongly encourage you to do so. Let's go ahead and put this away and continue with our lesson. Come on! Alright, welcome back. So, you may remember this random flower popped up the other day. Well, it's not so random. We have, one of the type of two-syllable words we've looked at is root plus ending. And that's what I want to look at forming today. Not just saying them, but being able to read them and spell them. So in this case, we have the word stop as the root. That is the main word. And we've seen where we've added endings. We can say stopping. We can say stopped. So we stopped at the red light. Yeah. My favorite show is Stopping this week. That one's kind of funny sounding because usually we would say ending. But my favorite show right now is Stopping this week. So, tear. But it's okay. It's okay. New things are coming later. So, for right now, like another example would be like, what was I doing? I was clapping. Good. I clapped. Excellent. So, what we want to talk about specifically is how we build and write the words stopping and stopped for this particular example. So stop is our root. If we want to add the ending ing to say it's happening now, what we have to do is actually use our double letter P spelling for the P sound. Same thing with the word stopped. When we want to add the ed to show that it happened in the past, we have to use our double letter P spelling for the P sound. We cannot just use one single P. We have to use our other spelling, our double letter P. Now, the reason is that when you add an ending to a one-syllable word, we know it's one syllable because it's one vowel sound. See? I forgot to say it. Stop. We only hear that one vowel sound, so one syllable. So when you add an ending to a one-syllable word, to a one-syllable word, you have to double up on that last consonant. Now that's not all the time. That's when the vowel sound is short. So this ah, that's a short O. It's a little short baby O. It's not strong enough to hold the ending. So we're going to double up on that last consonant. So we're going to double up on the P because we've already learned before. Two P's, two B's, two D's, two M's, two G's all make one sound. So two P's ain't stop. It's not stop. It's one P still. So s, t, ah, p, ing. Still only one P sound. So like I said, when you add an ending to a one-syllable word with a short vowel sound, the other ones being, so like you have to double the single consonant at the end. Okay? So to stop, end in a single consonant, just one consonant letter? Yes. Is the O in the word stop making its short sound ah? Yes. Well, if I want to be stopping, then I'm going to need my double P for my spelling. Same thing if I want to have stopped, I'm going to need my double P to add the ED ending. We already talked about this. You're not always going to hear the ED, but the ED is the accepted regular spelling for the past tense maker. Now, in your cat book, we're going to do some together. This is page 3.1. We together are going to do 3.1. So here we're given root words, and then we're giving the endings. We have the ed words, the ed words, and we have the ing words. Modeled for us, we have nap, app. It's a one-syllable word. I hear one vowel sound. That vowel sound is ah. It's a short vowel, meaning I'm going to double up my final consonant. I'm going to use my other spelling for the sound p. So nap plus ed becomes napped. So, and nap plus ing becomes napping. Sometimes it creates a whole second syllable, like napping, because you hear the vowel sound. And sometimes, like napped, we only hear the d. So it's not a whole second syllable, because we know that ed has 3 different sounds it can make. T, d, ed, a. No, a is not one of them. It just felt like it should go there. Y'all can tell me if I'm being lame. It's okay. My feelings won't be hurt, I promise. So this word here is scrub. The word is scrub. So scrub plus ed should be scrubbed. Let's think about the word scrubbed. What's the vowel? I'm sorry, scrub. What's the vowel sound you hear in the word scrub? You hear the sound. Excellent. That is the short. So when we write scrub, we together 3.1, we're going to double up on the B, because we know those 2 B's make one B sound. We've learned this before. All right, guys, remember, you're in your Unit 5 cat book. We're doing this together on page, this is us together, page 3.1. 3.1, I just made it bigger. We are doing this together right now. So, scrubbed. So that means if scrubbed has 2 B's, then what does scrub plus ing have? It has 2 B's also. If you use it one time, you're going to use it the other time. Scrubbing. Good. The next word. Stub. 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 What's the vowel sound in the word stub? Like stub your toe. It's not a fun feeling. I stubbed my toe. Wasn't fun. Good. Is that a short or a long? So long vowels when they say their name. So A-E-I-O-U. If you hear that, that's long. That's them saying their name. The short vowel sounds I have to think about them sometimes. But those are the short ones. So is short little baby sound. Which means, so stub plus ed, stub plus ed is going to be stubbed. But when I spell it, is this right? Is that right? No, because this U makes the sound. That means I need to use my other spelling for the B sound, because we already learned this. We know that 2 B's make one B sound. Like, say the word blubber that we keep saying, we keep talking about with these animals. There's one B sound, but you use 2 B's to spell it. It's a digraph, 2 letters making one sound. So if stubbed has 2 B's, does stub plus ing also have 2 B's? Yes, stubbing, stubbing, good. Hopefully if you were stubbing your toe, you've tried to stop yourself. All right, the next word given. Tell me, what's this next word? Chip. Excellent. Let's tap out chip. 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 What's the vowel sound in the word chip? I. So is that the short I, it, or the long I? It's the short little baby I, it. So chip plus ed is chipped. It actually makes the t sound in this word. So we don't hear the E, but we know it's there because ed is our past tense maker. So chipped. Well, we said that the N was short, meaning that when I write chipped, these two can't just be connected. They don't stick together. It's like magnets pushing away from each other. We need something to connect them. And that is using our double letter spelling for the P sound, chipped. So if chipped has 2 P's, then chip plus ing also has 2 P's. Good. So chip and chipping. If you'll notice, most of the time when you're using the ing, you're creating a second syllable. We already know that with the ed, the E not always ed. Sometimes it's d, sometimes it's t. Like for stubbed, it was d. For chipped, it's t. But ing is pretty consistent. So scrubbing, stubbing, chipping. All right, what's the next word? What's the next word? Rob. The next word given is rob. Let's tap it out. Rob. Rob. Ah. That's a short O sound. The short O says ah. The first ones you learn. It's really thinking about, is this one of the first? Is this one of the kindergarten vowels? Is this a vowel sound I learned in kindergarten, or is it one I learned in first grade? Oh, you learned that in kindergarten? That means it's short, because you learned the short ones first. So ob, so ah, so one syllable, check. Short vowel sound, check. One consonant at the end, check. So that means we gotta hit the double up. We gotta double it up. Obd. So obd. Robbed. Ooh, hope nobody got robbed. So if robbed has a double B, then rob plus ing, robbing, will also have the double B. Good. So bing, robbing, robbing. All right, what's the next word? What's the next word? Grab. Excellent. Ab. Is our vowel sound. Is that a short A or a long A? Is a short A. All right, so we have one vowel sound, so it's one syllable. It's short, and it's followed by, the word ends in one single little consonant, which means we need to hit the double up, and we need to use two B's to spell the B sound, which we've learned before. Two B's, two P's, two T's, two M's, two N's, all those double ups spell one sound. One B, P, T, L, G, all of them. So if grabbed has two B's, then grab plus ing, grabbing, how are we going to spell that? Two B's. Good job. Grabbing. Ing. Grabbing. Excellent. All right, the next word is sob. We talked about this before. Sob means to cry uncontrollably, that nasty, snotty, can't catch your breath, just horrible, just pouring tears. Sob. So if I sobbed, we said that's the short one. So sobbed is spelled S-O-B-B-E-D, using my alternate, my extra B spelling with the two B's. So if sobbed has two B's, then sob plus ing, sobbing will also, because that root word has not changed. My roots are staying the same. Remember, these are the root words, and we're adding endings. The next one's stop. We just did that one. So stopped. Stopped and stopping. Using the ah sound. Stopped and stopping. All right, the next one. All right, pay close attention. Pump. All right, let's look at the rules. Pump. Okay, is there a one syllable word? It is. I hear one vowel sound. Good. All right. So the root word has one syllable. What's the vowel sound in pump? The vowel sound is Good. Okay. Does the word end in one consonant? No! Which means we don't need to double up because the is already supported by the The supports the So pumping I mean, it has two P's in it, but it does not have a double letter P spelling. So it just happens to have two P's in it, but they're not together making one sound. So pump. Y'all just let me do that like that? That doesn't go good. Pumped. And I guess for, I already told you, pumping. Just have one single P spelling the P sound. So pumped and pumping. So then tell me, what's going to happen with camp? Camp. Amp. What's the vowel sound in amp? Yeah, it's the short A sound made by the letter A. But it's followed by that got a little meaning you do not need to make the double letter spelling to attach an ending. So this root, because it has a one syllable short vowel sound but ends in a two consonant spelling, does not need a double letter. We don't need a double up here. So instead of camp, camped. And camp plus ing is going to be camping. We're going camping. Not really. I'm not so outdoorsy. It's not my thing. Now you want to talk glamping or RVing, I might be on board, but not like camping. That's not my stilo. Sorry. Okay, so remember, these are our root words. And when we attach the ending ed or the ending ing, we need to listen for the vowel sound. If the vowel sound is short, a, I, there's just the examples here, and it is followed by one consonant, just one consonant after it, the ending one, then we need to double up and use that other spelling. We've learned these spellings. We've done two B's as B. We've learned two P's as P. So we're just using that more consistently now. Scrubbed, so scrub, scrubbed, scrubbing. Stub, stubbed, stubbing. Chip, chipped, chipping. Rob, robbed, robbing. Grab, grabbed, grabbing. Sob, sobbed, sobbing. Stop, stopped, stopping. Pump, pumped, pumping. Camp, camped, camping. Good job. All right, we are ready to continue. We're ready to continue, and that is me showing you what you're going to do today, which is 1.3. It's the same thing we just did, only you're doing it by yourself. It's going to be transformed from a page in your workbook to an assignment in Canvas, and you'll see what I'm talking about after the video because it's right over there. But you're going to be filling this in with these roots plus endings, applying what we just learned about the short vowel sound with one consonant after it. Then you're going to be reading a story titled A Letter from Kate. So we're starting our new reader today called Kate's Book, Unit 5 Reader. Unit 5 Workbook, or Cat Book as we like to call it. So yes, you're reading a letter from Kate today, and you're going to answer some questions about the story about Kate, and we're going to hear a little bit, just give you a little preview of it. We're going to learn a little bit about an artist, which is a person who creates art, such as paintings or drawing. Somebody's going to be living, visiting, or spending some time in a cabin, which is a small home that is often made from wood logs and located away from towns and cities. Another expression you're going to hear is called the West, which is part of the United States. So we live in the United States, but we live on the East Coast. So if we head out west to the West, that's usually referring to like Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, California. So the West is out in that direction. And yep, I want you to read this letter from Kate to find out more about Kate and Non. Yes, you're going to have to find out who Non is. I have a couple ideas, but that's all I have for you today, guys, and I can't wait to see you a little bit later on. Let me know if you have any questions. Until later.